when we're thinking about tech-facilitated gender-based violence, interestingly, while we think that it only occurs with people that are so far away from us, oftentimes it occurs by intimate partners who live with you or your caregiver. What we found is that actually the restriction of the use of technology is a form of tech-facilitated violence.
I think we firstly need to recognize the digital divide and the gender inequality, and maybe start from there, because the needs will differ from person to person and from context. A person with a physical disability could be different from a person with an intellectual disability. So I think it's very important to look at needs as per individual. But I think most importantly, what is needed is awareness, because most people, because of their vulnerabilities, they tend not to see tech-facilitated gender-based violence as a form of violence, number one. They don't see it as violence, more especially for people with disabilities who have been heavily isolated.
The research you've been hearing about today is so incredible because it's actually helping us fill some of those nuanced, culturally relevant, contextually relevant gaps for specific communities. Access remains so unequal for specific communities, and this impacts people's participation, not just in studies, but also impacts access to remedies or solutions online. So it's a big gap.
We need to know, our rights. We need to know aspects related to the devices that we work with and we use. In the specific context of the deaf community that we worked with, there was another layer of challenge and vulnerability. In my capacity, I lead the work in the Middle East and North Africa, the Arabic-speaking countries, which is more than 20 countries. We realized that what we call digital safety hygiene, the basic tips like that anybody should use, two-factor authentication, strong password, privacy settings, all those like the basic. We discovered that in our region that we don't have any sign language that describes those. So we immediately embarked on videos about awareness raising in Morocco. So that was the context in Morocco. And we came up with some sign language to describe, this is just an example. I'll talk about what is strong password, how do you communicate? So if you're in trouble, you know how to deal with it, right? And we put the video there, and then immediately we realized that even sign language in the Middle East has dialects. So people in Algeria and Tunisia did not understand that. So what we did, and also this will lead to the community-led approach, we assembled 20 sign language trainers and interpreters from across the region. And we said, we have a problem right now. Someone who speaks Arabic and they're Arab, but they refer to this digital safety term in different sign language from the Gulf, from the Mauritania, etc. Can we have a set of unified signs for the entire region? So at least if we have awareness raising campaigns or education, we can do that. And luckily, we managed to do that. It was very difficult to even agree on one sign language for the entire community. And at this point, we have close to 300 terms in that, what we call it, the first sign language in Arabic dictionary for digital safety and resilience in the Middle East and North Africa.
Figuring out a way to talk about it in a way that is actually accessible for people who don't understand that violence isn't just physical. I think that's really important to discuss too. In the context of online education and safety education and digital literacy, asking what people need and what they don't know is going to be very, very important for online safety education, interacting with people to make sure that we have the resources and the tools that are actually useful to them.